My name's Clare Stevenson. I'm an associate lead for the technician commitment, and I'm delighted to have the opportunity today to talk to Jason Daff from the University of York, who is the Times Higher Education Outstanding Technician of the Year for 2023. Hello, Jason.
Hi, Claire.
I was wondering if you could start by giving us a brief introduction.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm Jason Daff. I'm the horticulture technical manager within the Department of Biology at York. I'm responsible for making sure that all of the university's plant and crop science research is supported by sound horticultural practices. So I manage a team of technicians, and we look after the plants and all of the control environment facilities where we can manipulate plants with air temperature, light intensity, relative humidity, carbon dioxide levels, day length. So what I try and do is help scientists design and perform experiments using plants and controlled environments so that they can understand how they grow and develop. I'm also responsible for all the health and safety within the facility, containment procedures and biosecurity as well. So before I joined York, I did a degree in horticulture, and I previously worked for Syngenta, a global crop protection company, and also for the Sainsbury Laboratory at the University of Cambridge, where I managed their controlled environment facilities as well.
That sounds great. So, do you think you could tell us why you think you were nominated for this award?
Yeah, so the team at York has done a lot of great work and contributed to multiple high impact plant science research projects, which have generated a lot of knowledge towards improving human food security and health and well-being. And in that time, I've mentored a lot of horticultural technicians, trying to improve their technical capabilities and capacities and improve their job satisfaction. So we've done that through lots of interesting continuing professional development opportunities. Um, I've also fostered lots of inter-institutional collaboration. So I'm part of a knowledge sharing and best practice controlled environment users group, and we meet regularly to share information and exchange best practice and tips for using these types of facilities in research. I also do a lot of voluntary work with the Chartered Institute of Horticulture, so I'm their honorary secretary, and that involves a lot of promotion of horticultural careers more widely. And I've been involved in lots of activities that support early career horticulturalists to make sure they're aware of the opportunities for their development and how to progress their careers as well.
Wow, that sounds like you've been really busy. And I know from working at the John Innes Centre just how important the horticulturists are in delivering the plants to science. So I was just wondering if you could just give us a few ideas why you think technical roles are really important.
Technical roles are essential to research. We enable, all of the research that happens in universities. Scientists and researchers will come to us with ideas, and it's often our responsibility to make those research ambitions into a reality. And that will be in my instance in plant science, provisioning, biomaterials, seeds, plants, finding the facilities, the right types of facilities, whether it's a greenhouse or a controlled environment chamber or cabinet, setting those up and monitoring them, all the way down to the day-to-day activity of caring and maintaining for those plants. And some of those plants may be in our care for up to a year, so we're there 365 days a year looking after those research materials as well. So it's a full-time commitment, but for people that are interested in plants and science, they're greatly rewarding careers as well. You're encouraged to follow your particular specialism or interest wherever that may take you, as long as it's contributing to the wider research endeavour at the university.
Yeah, absolutely. These roles are often invisible, but actually they play such a key part in delivering the impact of science. Okay, so um, obviously as Outstanding Technician of the Year for 2023, I was just wondering if you could tell us what it meant to you winning this award.
Oh, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits, Claire, to win the Outstanding Technician of the Year. It's tremendous recognition, and not just for me, but for the horticulture team at York and for all of the technicians at York for the work that we do in supporting research. And it's a tremendous honour. Personally, this year will mark 15 years of being a horticultural technician, in various plant science institutes, and it's a great milestone in my technical career.
Well, it's very well deserved. So I was wondering if you'd give us three pieces of advice that you could give to perhaps a technician that's starting out their career, perhaps where you were 15 years ago.
So yeah, I've been lucky to get some great tips from people over the years, and I think that's probably the first tip is to go out there and find a cheerleader or a mentor, somebody that's going to give you the benefit of their experience, and that might be a line manager. I've been lucky to have some great line managers over the years, but also an academic cheerleader in a support service like what we offer. It's important to have academics that support the and value the contribution that we make to their research. And they're always the ones that are willing to stretch and challenge you as well. Um,
I think that's
sorry.
really good advice.
And definitely say yes to all of the opportunities that come along. The more you say yes to, the more it leads to to bigger and better things. People like to work with happy and productive people, and they're generally the people that say yes to things rather than say no. And I think finally, I would say build your professional network. It's never too early to join a professional society, industry body, but rather than just joining them, you have to participate as well. So go along to meetings, network, build the contacts, and don't neglect your own development in that respect.
Yeah, I agree. It's sometimes like stepping outside your own comfort zone to push yourself forward at times is what leads to things. So finally, this award is sponsored by the Technician Commitment. And I was wondering if you could talk about any changes you've seen in since the Technician Commitment started about increasing the disability recognition, career progression and sustainability of these technical roles, maybe at York University.
Yeah, so definitely at York, the technician commitment has greatly increased the visibility of the technical community. We now regularly meet up and between departments and share experiences, which is really beneficial. More widely in Yorkshire, we have the Yorkshire Technician Exchange Partnership. That's sponsored by the Technician Commitment, which enables technicians at various Yorkshire universities to meet their equivalents in other institutes and again work shadow them or share experiences or work together on collaborative projects. And that's something we've done between York and Leeds, working on finding peat alternative growing medias for plant science, which has been really beneficial. I would say the biggest impact really has been on the recognition that technicians, deserve a level of parity in terms of continuing professional development as others involved in research activities. And practically for us at York, that means that we're able to take up to 10 days each year to support our professional development. And that's something that's greatly improved, technician prospects and satisfaction.
That's really great to hear that you've managed to see quite a lot of changes at York. I'm sure there's still a way to go, but it's great to see that it's heading in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I think we'll finish now. We just want to thank the Times Higher Education Awards for this, and it's been a pleasure talking to you, Jason.
Thank you, Claire.